Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the Collectors. The Collectors have returned. We're back on the air. We're going to show off a crazy collections going on. Lots of fun stuff ahead. If you've tuned into the Collectors before, it's a bunch of us get together on this live stream, and we like to show recent treasures we've dug up, any new finds, maybe even old parts of the collection that we think is interesting. We bring to the live chat here. You're welcome to join us in the chat. Say hello. Look forward to seeing you and talking to you. Don't forget to hit the like, hit the subscribe. And without further ado, the Collectors wouldn't be the Collectors if we didn't have collectors. So let's bring on our celebrity panel. We got Kevin, Buried on Mars. Whoops. Oh. Canadian Grooves.
Yes, that's right. What happened there? Why was there 2 30-minute countdowns or 30 seconds? Sorry, it felt like 30 minutes.
You'll have to check the logger tape on that. I'm not aware of that. Not aware of anything.
How quickly are you going to erase that logger tape?
We can fix that in post. No problem. Of course, yeah, Kevin. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Welcome back to the Collectors, the anchor of the show. He's always here. But who was one of the first people to join me on STC, the collecting show? That's Matt Bandy. Come on.
Yay.
He's back.
Making my return. I think I was the first to join you on this. What was the vinyl show?
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That was 3-4 years ago?
Oh my God. Was it before the pandemic?
No, it was right as it kicked off.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah.
Can I share a Twitter thing on Facebook? It doesn't seem to work anymore. I know you can't share news.
Beats me. Instagram, we can.
Yeah. I don't have any friends on Instagram.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
If I were to pay for this StreamYard platform, you guys could even stream it to your own platforms at the same time.
Yeah. I think Michael Daniel pays for that. That's his Christmas present to himself every year.
Ooh, yeah. It's expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, it does offer a lot for free, so,
We get the duck.
Get the duck.
Yeah, well, unless our loyal viewers want to hit the $sign and donate something.
Let's see. Well, if every person watching right now donated $1, we would have
so easy
$0.
Oh,
come on! They're just hiding their viewability. That's all. There's tons of people.
They're shy. They're what's that called? When you're not in the chat, you're just watching. What's that called? I can't remember. I don't know the internet. Never mind.
Incognito?
No, I know that one.
Lurking.
That's it. Yeah, lurking.
I have a possible another celebrity reaching out to me right now, so stay tuned for that, folks.
My goodness.
But yeah, we're talking to Kevin, Canadian Grooves, although I have noticed he's moved away from that branding on his website. So can you explain what's going on your website recently?
I don't know what you're talking about. I've moved away from the branding.
Well, where's the Canadian stuff on your website?
Oh, well, we had a little format adjustment. That's it. I opened myself up to writing not just about Canadian music, but other bands from other countries as well. So that's all. It's still the same site, all the great content in there. Just opened up the format a little bit. That's all.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Ran out of Canadians. I see.
No, there was tons of Canadian stuff. It just a lot of it I had not listened to. So it's a lot harder to write about an album that you know nothing about, right? You got to go in, you got to listen to it and all that. So just to generate content, I just went to some albums that I know well, and I could just crank those out a lot quicker while I work on a review of the Odds latest album kind of thing.
Kevin, how many times will you listen to a record before you do a review on it?
Well, there's that initial like when I first listened to an album, a lot of times I don't like it. and then I listen to it like 4 or 5 times, and I end up liking it more and more the more I listen to it. So I try to give it at least a week. There are others that I love right away. Like I just love it. And then after a while, kind of like wears off on me or something like that. So, you know, I'm not like about the clicks and the hits like some other people are. But so, you know, so what if it takes me a couple of months to, you know, put out a review of an album that's, you know, like I don't need to do it right away kind of thing. So I prefer to give it some time, you know, and I've even gone and I've written reviews, and then I go back and listen to the album again, and I'm like, this isn't really, I don't feel this way anymore. And I completely rewrote it or whatever, you know. So anyways, that whole process and everything takes time. So like an album that I do know well, I could just, you know, I'm not going to change my opinion on it pretty much, you know, or I know the songs well enough. I don't need to listen to them 100 times or whatever. So yeah.
And that's at CanadianGrooves.ca, where
that's
Kevin
right.
does pay for his domain. He's not cheap like me.
I do. Yeah, I do. It's $20 a year, I think. So, you know.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yep.
So, of course, Matt Bandy is here. What have you been up to? It's good to see you. It's been so long.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's good to be back. Yeah, I know. Well, this is actually longer now. I've been keeping it pretty short. But, yeah, just the usual family, work. Actually, since I've been on last, my wife and I and 2 other friends, we started booking all ages shows at in our town we live in now. Mostly punk rock, some hardcore stuff, and metal bands will come and play. But my wife and I own a storefront, and we use that to throw the shows at. And we've been going for about 6 months now. We usually have a couple local bands and usually 2 or 3 touring bands. We've had one band from Germany. They've probably been the farthest away that have played. A few East Coast bands. But yeah, we usually throw like 2, sometimes 3 shows a month since we started doing this. Our 2 other friends that we do it with, both of them have played in bands since they were teenagers, and they both still play in touring bands. So having them as a connection with other bands has helped greatly. But there hasn't been an all ages venue in our area in a long time. So, excuse me, we're trying to, you know, give something for the, you know, kids to come out and see music and get into music and find new bands and stuff. So that's been something that's been fun and interesting and a learning process. But yeah, it's been good.
Wow.
Yeah.
The new Fillmore West happening over there.
Yeah.
Bandy Graham.
Yeah.
Promoter, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's fun. And what's nice too is that you know, we don't have any overhead, so all the money goes directly to the bands. We don't take a cut. If something like is damaged or something, we might take $50 out of the till. But other than that, yeah.
That's awesome. Like you don't have to, like here with all of our regulations, there'd be so much insurance and like.
Well, we have insurance. Stuff. You know, we have insurance through the store itself, a business insurance. But yeah, we kind of started it as a, you know, don't ask, don't tell kind of, if something happens, and deal with it as it comes. But yeah, no problems. We're usually done by 10 o'clock out of there, so no issues with the locals or anything.
That's cool. I don't know why more people aren't trying that in their towns. Like, you don't hear that very much.
Yeah,
it's cool.
I do actually film a little bit of some of the shows. Plug a YouTube channel. It's so it's my YouTube channel, but it's just Village Hardcore Shows is the name of it, and quite a few of the shows are in their, you know, in their entirety are up there. So if you want to check that out, you could do that.
Cool. You have to put that under your name somehow, like Kevin does. Yeah. So that's a little shadow drop news there that Bandy's back on a social media platform.
Well, I've never gotten off of YouTube. I just changed my name and started putting videos on there.
Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. You guys are asking what I've been up to. Well, let me tell you.
Well, yeah, we've been up to, Bill.
A lot of work. We're working. We're in an ice storm right now. So if my picture goes away, power line fell, and these two gentlemen will carry on the show. Yeah. Other than that, on my little personal YouTube channel where I just put up like some travel viz, I put up a train video, my train trip out west.
Well, you have a personal YouTube channel?
Yeah, where it was just like a dumping ground for if I had like drone viz or just like somewhere to put video I didn't necessarily need to go out for the public. But I cut together this vacation video where me and the little kid traveled by train all the way across country to Alberta. And it didn't make sense to put on this channel, so I just threw it on that channel. If you want to check it out, go ahead. It's people are liking it. It's nice. Getting views. It's pretty crazy because that channel has no subscribers, but that video is taken off, and yeah, so check that out.
Someone might have shared it on a Facebook group or something like that, and those people will tend to just comment on the Facebook group and not on the YouTube or subscribe or whatever. So someone might have caught it, and it happens sometimes.
Yeah, the train people are come out in droves to see the Canadian train. It was a great trip. All the meals were taken care of. Sleeper cabin for two. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, that's over there at where can people find it? The YouTube channel is called Bilko Prod. I don't know if you can remember that, but it's on my socials. It's on the Instagram. It's all over. You can check it out. Let me kick things off early here by showing, hopefully Duke is still here, because I want to get you guys and Duke involved in my Star Trek obsessed book. You ever seen this thing before?
No,
but that's awesome.
So there's 2,500 questions, trivia questions, multiple choice.
This is just a show now. This is a competition between me and Kevin. You're the host.
I can't do anything past Deep Space Nine. I really.
Hey, I'm with you there too.
I don't know. That's what I
can do. I can do Enterprise. But after
I don't know if there's Enterprise on here. Oh yeah, there's definitely Enterprise.
I saw Voyager there. Yeah. I can't. I don't know. That's my answer. Anything past Deep Space Nine.
It's easy. It's multiple choice. It's for one or two players. So you turn this thing on and it gives you a question number, and you look up the question by its number, and then you have 4 buttons for the multiple choice answers, and it'll tell you if you're right or wrong.
That's awesome.
Easy.
All right, give us a question.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I got to remember how to work my windows here. There you go. Okay, let's see. Turn this on. What's that say? 24.
The start date?
24:29. Right at the end here. 24:29. Okay.
Get out the reading glasses.
Uh-oh.
How did the Xindi open their subspace vortices? Was it A, phase deflector pulse, B, gravimetric pulse, C, slipstream pulse, or D, quantum string resonance?
I'm actually quite proud of myself that I do not know this, because I don't even know what you said.
The Xindi, that's from, you don't know that because that's from Enterprise. The Xindi were a race of a couple different species that one species never became the dominant species on the planet. So there's like a race of aliens, humanoids. Well, they're all humanoid, but anyway, I'm going to guess it's either, what was the last one?
Phase deflector pulse, gravimetric pulse, slipstream pulse, or quantum string resonance.
I'm going to say A.
Okay. So I'm just going to hit A here. Bandy's right.
Whoa.
Nice.
I'm impressed.
And then it automatically gives you the next question. 1403. I guess this is Kevin's chance now, right?
Okay. Is it before or after Deep Space Nine?
Hold on, I got to get to 1403.
Or during?
It's Chapter 6, Crossing Generations, the films. 1403.
Okay.
Where are you, 1403?
Where'd you pick this up at?
This was on the thrift trail.
Nice.
1403. Who was the captain of the USS Enterprise prior to Admiral Kirk's return? Was it A, Sulu, B, Spock, C, Will Decker, D, Chekhov?
Decker. Captain Dicker.
Kevin got an easy one.
Yeah.
Matt, sorry about that. He's right.
Yeah.
Tie game. 11:43. Boy, the viewers are probably piling in now.
Yeah, I should bring over my Star Trek movies just to make Bill jealous, because I got them all for free.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go get that. You read Matt a question.
This chapter is The Lone Outpost.
Whoa, what is that?
You didn't see that movie? Oh, my
That
God.
one.
The Lone Outpost, Star Trek DS9. No, I'm lying. It can't be that. I just missed the chapter. I don't know what chapter this is. There's no title page for this chapter. Oh, here it is. Sorry. Bear with me. Okay, chapter 4, A Long Way from Home. Kevin locks out again. It's Star Trek Voyager chapter.
That's after Deep Space Nine.
11:43. What was the name of Hashakote's father?
Jeez.
Lakota.
And Kevin gets who is the captain before it.
Lakota.
Okay, who was where was I? What was the name of Shakote's father?
Chakotay Senior.
Razik, Surratt, or Hogan?
What was the first one?
Okay.
Kolopak.
Kolopak?
I got a couple of those in my freezer.
Razik, Surratt, or Hogan?
I'm going to go Razik.
Not going to
B.
go Hogan?
I'm not going to go Hogan.
Okay, he's going Razik for B. Ooh, sorry about that, Matt. It was A, Kolopak. Kolopak.
Hey, look, my pal in the chat there, Creepy Josh, look what he gave me. We got these Star Trek DVDs.
Oh, nice. I have those. That's cool. I don't have the box, but I have those.
I've actually never seen the box before.
No, I've yet to watch the director's cut of the motion picture.
Oh,
yeah, me neither.
Which I hear you've told me, Kevin, that's better.
Yes, it is. It is the only way to watch that movie. And I think it's on 4K now. You can get it in 4K, but because they finally updated it was only on DVD for the longest time because all the special effects that they did was only in standard def. So, but now they've upped it to HD, so you can get it on Blu-ray and on 4K now. But yeah, this has the director's cut of the motion picture and Star Trek 2 director's cut, and then the rest are all just
That's
edition.
enough. That's enough.
Got that for free thanks to my buddy Creepy Josh, who's in the chat.
You know what was in my mailbox during October? Nothing.
That's too bad.
I do have something for you, Bill, though. I got something for the Bill box, if that still exists.
Oh, nice. There's always Bill box. This is for Kevin for the win, isn't it here?
It is. Yeah, big, yeah.
Well, the chapter is the continuing mission, Star Trek, The Next Generation.
Okay, here we go. Another softball for Kevin.
613. Ooh, it's one page back.
Got it for free in the garbage. That's amazing. Someone threw that out.
Which of the Ulians was responsible for telepathically violating the Enterprise crew minds? Is it,
Which?
was it Tarman, Was it Jev, Inad, or Dr. Martin?
I have no clue. I don't know. I don't know any of those names. Let's say Dr. Martin. Why not?
Dr. Martin, yep. Let's see. D, Dr. Martin.
Give me the D.
It was Inad.
Oh, Inad. Good old Inad.
Inad.
I was going to guess Inad.
Do you want to call it a draw, or should you keep going one more?
Let's call it a draw. Let's get into some.
Yeah. Even I'm bored with this now.
That's I'm obsessed with Star Trek. This is fun. You can take this to the bathroom with you and really get the job done. Take as long as you want.
Yeah, bring that into the stall at the public bathroom. And
It's a good concept. You can read the question, and there's no way for you to know until you hit the button. So
right.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be a good host if I didn't let my guests go first. So I will pass the stage over to Kevin and see what he's brought us today.
Okay. Well, I'll start with the vinyl. I got some vinyl stuff here. If you've followed my YouTube channel, Canadian Grooves, I posted a video a while ago. It was we went through my in-laws' record collection. It was Sarah's biological father, her stepfather, and her mom's record collection. And we got all excited and did a video because we knew that there was some good stuff in there. And because his dad, her stepdad especially, was into all the folk stuff from the 60s. And we knew he was a Bob Dylan fan in that. And we did find a little bit of that in there, but majority of the records in there were mostly, Mozart and Chopin and all the classical stuff. It was a little bit of a disappointment. But just the other day, he found even more records. He found another 3 more boxes of records. So Sarah and I said, well, are we going to do a video on that? And we said, nah, I'm probably not going to do a video on that.
What?
But I went, well, because it wasn't that exciting.
Well, just burn through it quicker. It's still fun to see what's coming up.
Well, we didn't feel like it. Okay. Pretty much we're burnt out because we've been selling her parents' house and the whole bit, and the house is a mess, and we just wanted to get rid of these records and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I did keep, there was 3 boxes, and I kept maybe a quarter of a box. So I have a quarter of a box of records here. So this is all the stuff I kept. So there was a bunch of 45s in there, if you can believe it. So her biological dad is a jazz fan. So I found there was this jazz studio, John Grass, and it looks like he's got the French horn there. So
it's nothing but French horn.
I'm not sure what that is, but the other one was Dave Brubeck quartet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. And they're in pretty good condition for 45s. Usually they're this one's a little bit dirty, but they clean up. I find they usually clean up pretty nice. So there was some folk in there, I think, from her stepdad. So we got some Peter, Paul, and Mary here. Moving. And what's this one? Just plain old Peter, Paul, and Mary. And Sarah kept this one. I don't know why. This is Johnny Mathis' greatest hits. I would have let that go, to be honest. Where do you fall on Johnny Mathis, Bill?
What's the one big Johnny Mathis song we must know?
Chances are, you know that song.
That I know from the interstitial we would air over and over again of classic hits.
Right. Got some Belafonte. Her mom was a huge fan of Harry Belafonte, so she had quite a bit.
That is quite the album cover. He's feeling it.
He's ready. Hey-o.
He's ready. Hey-o.
I out of all these Harry Belafonte albums, the one song that I like from him the most is that the one that not Deo, but you know in Beetlejuice at the end they play a "Jump in the Line" song.
Oh yeah, "Jump in the Line." That's the name of the song, right?
Is that the name of the song? Okay,
it's got to be. Yeah,
it's not. I can't. It's not on any of those albums.
Is it even him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, very young Bob Dylan appeared on a Harry Belafonte recording.
Which one? Do you know?
I can't remember. He played harmony on it.
Well, I might have it here because I also have the many moods of Belafonte.
Oh, he's feeling even more there. Wow.
Yeah. These images are superimposed. But no Jump in the Line. Sarah also kept this one. I would have let this go, but she likes the Hooked on Classics.
Oh man. My parents had that. That's funny. I haven't thought about that in years. That was like synthesized versions of classical.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sarah also kept this one, Rocksteady 67. I think like a lot of these albums that
what's on the back? Who's on that? Is it like a collection of reggae artists or Rocksteady?
I have no idea. I don't know what this is. People get ready. Anytime I see something like this, I just assume it's elevator music.
Is it a compilation or is it just one?
10% of Jamaica's most explosive rock-steady tunes. So it's Jamaican.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm imagining it's like Caribbean music. Recorded in Jamaica at West Indies Studio Limited.
Do you have this Belafonte album, Midnight Special?
I think so, yeah.
That's the one.
That's the one? Well, also have some Bobby Vinton here. Roses Are Red. I love. Impressed with that? Okay.
Don't know.
I don't know what this is, but I kept it just because it looks funny. This is Stan Holloway.
Oh, there's some mustaches.
Famous
the Ram
Adventures with Old Sam. It's some sort of comedy album, I imagine. Any fans of King of the Hill?
Oh yeah.
You know how on that? Who's the musician that they always reference on that show?
The what?
Jeez.
The musician that's always referenced on King of the Hill.
Oh, he's like
Tom Petty?
No, he's like a French. Plays like a French horn or some sort of.
Yeah, Bandy, you are so right because it is Chuck Mangione, and there's the French
Mangione,
horn.
yes, yeah.
It feels so good. Look at that guy. So I saw that. I'm like, oh, King of the Hill. Gotta keep
What's the song he plays? Is it? Is that him?
Feels so good, Maui Maui. Theme from Side Street. Hide and Seek, Last Dance, and the what's that? 51st Commandment, or what is that? What's an XI? 11th? Must be 11th Commandment.
Yeah, 11. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know my Roman numerals. Just some sort of compilation of Bach and jazz. I haven't listened to any of these.
That could be interesting.
Yeah. Her biological dad was a fan of Charlie Parker, so he had quite a few Charlie Parker albums. So I haven't listened to this one yet. There's some more folk for Bill. We got Making Hay with the Travelers.
Ooh.
Making Hay.
Yes. That looks awesome.
Every time I see these kind of album covers, I just think of
A Mighty Wind.
A Mighty Wind, yeah. Like these are totally what they were aping. Bill knows this guy. You have to know this guy because this guy influenced all of the guys that he listens to, right? Pete Seeger.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. Live at Carnegie Hall. Especially Bruce Springsteen. I know Bill.
That'd be good. That'd be a good album. You can put that in my box.
I got a live album of his too from the last thing. Of course, everyone had a copy of West Side Story. It was just the rule. When you lived in the 60s, you had to go out and buy West Side Story and My Fair Lady. It's just what you had to do. This guy's a British guy, but he was a hit in Canada for some reason. Roger Whittaker. Every time you go out to the thrift stores and flip through the records, you will find Roger Whittaker records in there. There was one Roger Whittaker record. They had a bunch. Sarah wanted to keep one. And I don't know, it wasn't very good, but there is a song called Canada Is. He was a British guy, but he was a huge hit in Canada. So he would like tailor a lot of his albums to Canadians. And yeah,
I didn't realize he was a Canadian thing.
Yeah, he's not huge anywhere. Like you go on his Wikipedia and like none of his albums charted anywhere except for Canada. He's a huge. I didn't know he was just a Canadian thing either. But it's greatest hit. So I'm hoping that the album that we kept, I can get rid of that and keep this one instead. I don't know. This one has to be what's that called? Elevator music, or I don't know, it's just instrumentals. Bill Justice plays 12 big instrumentals. So you got Green Onions on here, Take 5, Calcutta, theme from Summer Place. I don't know. This was probably the coolest one out of the whole bunch. Got a Ventures album, Surfing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Doesn't have Wipeout on it, but I'll take some surfing music. Here,
Pipeline's a good track.
Here is Harry Belafonte's rival, Hubert Smith. These two would duke it out all the time, fight it out. He's got the top 18 top calypsos. I bet you Harry Belafonte saw that and said, "I don't think so." Doris Day, why not? It was there, it was free. Yeah. This is it. Harry Belafonte, the Midnight Special.
Woo, there might be some value on that.
You're saying Jumping the Line is on here? That must not be the title of the song then.
No, that's the album where Bob appears.
Oh, this one.
That's his recording debut.
Oh,
is he credited on that?
I doubt he's credited. He just came on to play harmonica on the title track.
What's that say?
He is. Wow.
Here you go.
What's the asterisk by his name?
Yeah, he I don't even think he was signed at that point.
He's not really Bob Dylan. He's Bob Dylan.
I'd look that up. Might be worth something.
I doubt it. But
Send it to me.
Now, I would get if this was an actual Herb Albert album, I'd keep it. But this one just sounds like Herb Albert. Just sounds like it.
Oh, sounds like.
I don't know. Why would you?
What?
We used to have. Bill would know this in the Canadian television industry. If you had music that you wanted to put on a commercial or something like that, there was like big stacks of CDs just full of music that would sound like, they were called sound likes. So there would be like ZZ Top sound like, and you put it in and it'd be a song that sounds like ZZ Top, but it's not a ZZ Top song.
Was it just riffs or was it?
It'd just be instrumentals or whatever. So you'd be like, I want a ZZ Top type of song for this commercial. So it would be royalty free. You know, like the station basically paid the royalties when they bought the CD, and then you can use that in your commercial. So I don't know. It sounds just, I saw that. I was like, what? Sounds like.
That's funny.
Who's ripping off Herb Albert? Like,
I don't know. Got this big gatefold here. This is some sort of golden piano hits. I don't know why I kept this one. Maybe for I don't know.
As you can tell, Kevin has tons of shelves now that he's in his new house. He's got so much shelves. God, it must be nice.
I don't know. Like I got stuff on banana boxes on the floor and I don't know.
You got a record wall now, man. I've seen it.
I do. So here's some golden themes from motion pictures.
That's cool.
They're probably all remixing that. Oh yeah, see, it's an orchestra conducted by. So these were popular, right? Because if you couldn't get like to buy like all these albums just to get the songs. It was insane. So they would just get some orchestra, and they would play all these songs and put them on one record for you. Lawrence Welk, Yellowbird, Lawrence Welk. Why not?
Why?
Why not? It was free. It's sitting there, and I'm like, I'd listen to this. I don't know if I want to keep it, but I'd listen to it. Lawrence Welk's fun. Brings back the memory.
As a kid.
There's some more Harry Belafonte. Love is a gentle thing.
Oh, looks like trouble.
Risque. I saved this one for Bill. This one definitely has Bill's name all over it. Got you some Anne Murray's greatest hits here, Bill.
You don't need to go get all of her albums. You just get that one. It's the greatest.
Yeah, that's right. Has all the songs you ever want. This is the album that Sarah was looking for.
Does Matt Bandy know about Anne Murray, though?
No, I don't know who that is.
She's like a Canadian icon singer.
There's no way you can't know her in Canada. It's weird.
This album includes the song "Could I Have This Dance" from the movie Urban Cowboy.
Okay.
See? So that's why you should know her. I guess she would be like the extreme pop version of Joni Mitchell or something.
Gotcha.
This is the album that Sarah was looking for the most. This is the one she wanted to find the most. We got the Boney M. Night Flight to Venus. Big disco.
Oh, wild.
I don't know what that is.
Boney M. Come on, they were a disco band. Come on, Bill.
No, I don't know. I've never heard of that.
Never heard of Boney M?
No.
God. I don't know who this is, but we'll give it a spin. We got some Nana.
Oh, yeah. I see her all the time at the thrift.
Okay.
That looks all right.
We'll give it a listen. Got some Louis Armstrong Plays the Blues, 1925 to 1927. This was a direct import. They wasted no time importing this.
It didn't stop at any country.
No, just like flew right into Canada. And then two more albums. I'm saving these for Bill. They're headed right to your place. Got Anne Murray. And we know that you are a huge fan of Swedish disco. So I got you the
wow.
I got you the Arrival and the Greatest Hits. Boom. Right there.
You don't like ABBA at all?
What is there like?
He loves
it. It's not bad.
There you go. There are a couple more records, but they're in the other room. I forgot. They're like they were actually kind of fun. They're like piano instrumentals of movie theme songs. So like there's this one, it's Survivor, Eye of the Tiger, theme from Rocky 3. And it starts off like as if it is the actual, song. Like it's a guitar with the delay and everything. Like it's the first song on there. And I'm listening to them like, maybe they actually got the real tracks. And then when the vocal melody kicks in, it's just like a saxophone. Dude, come on. Yeah. These are just elevator music, but they're fun to listen to.
Now, something I picked up from your video, did I hear right that all these records were stored in an abandoned school?
Yes. Not an abandoned school. No. Not an abandoned school. The school is no longer a public school. It is a private school. Yeah.
And he has his stash there.
Yeah. He was a school teacher, and his grandkids started going there. And as he retired, his grandkids were going there, and he kind of went in and sort of volunteered there for, I don't know, the last 2 decades or whatever. So he kind of has like his own access to the place and all that. So, Sarah's mom would be like, throw all these records out, and he would just take them to school and store them there, kind of thing. So
nice. That sounds like a Joe maneuver.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All right. Good stuff. We can bring Matt Bandy over. My screen keeps changing on me. I'm pretty rusty on.
Wow.
I don't know what is going on. Move over. It won't move. Well, it is Matt Bandy's turn. There we go.
Got him there.
Woo.
Oh, wow.
Technical difficulties.
So I don't know about you guys, but I only have music to show tonight. And
I only have music as well.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I did show Star Trek. That's right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mostly music.
I am going to, I'll start with some CDs. I got a bunch of CDs here. Some of these are stuff that I've ordered from Discogs, some that I found locally, some that I found at Swap Meet too. I found some pretty cool CDs at a Swap Meet not too long ago. So I've been actually kind of buying more CDs than anything just because they're so cheap and easy to find. But this first one here, this is a digipack by a band called Change. They're from Vancouver, Canada, and they're a hardcore band. This is their only full length, but this is kind of so this is in a little plastic sleeve here because this digipack, this is one of the, do you know what a digipack is?
Yes, it's the cardboard.
Yeah, so this is the flimsiest of flimsy when it comes to a digipack.
Yeah,
it's fine, but but to keep the thing closed and kind of protected, they put a sleeve on it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
you put that in your glove box, it's destroyed in a week.
Yeah, exactly. I got another digipack here.
Well, how'd you find that band?
Oh well, actually, I'm friends with them. The Chris here, he is one of the other guys that helps put on the shows here locally with us. So this is his band. But these guys have been around for. This band has been just a couple of years, but them as a whole have played in bands since the early 2000s, late 90s. Chris no longer lives in Vancouver, but he lives, or he's originally from Seattle, but he lives in my area now. This is a band called Destroyer 666. They are
Catholic
black
band.
and yeah. they're a black and thrash metal band from Australia. This is their latest release. I'm not a huge fan of this band. This is their newest record, which actually the CD is in the car right now. But this is a little bit more kind of punk rock influenced. So the sound is a little bit different than their other records, which is kind of, I think, partly the reason that I like this record so much. But this came out, it's recorded in 2001, but came out last year, or maybe earlier this year. Doesn't matter. This is a good record. Kevin, you might like this. This got a little Motorheady kind of feel to it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is their latest record.
Destroyer 666.
Destroyer 666. Never Surrender is the name of the album. This here is a band from Texas called Concrete Elite. This is another hardcore band. I picked this up when I did a order. So this label here is Rebellion Records. They're from the Netherlands. I ordered a couple records from them, and this was just super cheap. This is it was on sale for just a couple bucks. So I picked this up. This band's really good though. You guys will probably be familiar with this one here, Alice in Chains.
Tripod.
Yeah. This one I've only ever seen the the green version of this where the case was green. So I don't know if this was like a later pressing of this, but I got this at my local record store, which I've been trying to buy a lot more music from that era, getting that on CD.
Yeah, I agree. That era is definitely CD.
Yeah. Well, I got some folk here for you. I don't know if I've ever. I probably haven't talked about this band on the show before, But this is a band, an English band called Fairport Convention. Are you familiar with them?
I've seen that, like that album.
This is so good. They've gone through a few changes in their members vocally. This is, I think, their third record, but the second, third, and fourth I really like. But this is probably my favorite of those releases. And Sandy Denny was the name of the vocalist. Where are you familiar with her at all? She had some solo stuff, but she did the female vocals on the Battle of Evermore. Is that 4? Is that Led Zeppelin 4 that is on? Yeah, she is the vocalist on that. I don't know if her and Robert Plant had a thing, but this is really, really good. I've been getting into a lot of this like late 60s English electric folk stuff. Fairport Convention, Steel Eye Span, or some bands that I really, really like. And this one is awesome. This is a Manowar CD I didn't have, Sign of the Hammer. Got this through Discogs. This is actually a Japanese pressing of it.
Oh.
So the only difference is that on the spine there, it's in whatever kanji, I believe that's called. The only difference is track list is still the same. I don't know if the inner sleeve might be, it's also in Japanese and English. But artwork is all the same. But it did come with an Obi strip that I lost. That was
I was just going to ask about that.
Yeah, a little Obi strip there. But yeah, what's nice is it has the English version on that side, so I can see what CD it is. From that same seller on Discogs, I picked up, this is Manowar's first record, Battle Hymns. I had this record already, but I had a different version of it. This is the original artwork for that. I got a picture of my arm on the back there, too. I don't know how that got there. But the version I had, or the version I have as well, is just the CD and the booklet. There was a time where I was taking all my cases and just tossing them and keeping them in a freaking one of those flip. So dumb. I regret that so much because I got rid of so stupid. So I've been kind of going back and like finding them cheap, and maybe the CD doesn't always have to be in the best quality. If I have it already, I'll just buy it for the case. But that was one of the dumbest things I ever did. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this band. Sarah might know this one, Kevin. This is a band called Sisters of Mercy.
I don't know.
They are, I think they were from England, I'm pretty sure. But this is kind of dark wave, gothic type stuff. This is probably their quintessential album, Floodland. I picked this up at a swap meet. And this was in a bag full of power tools. It was some crazy stuff. It was so weird. There was like a ton of like 80s new wave and dark wave and a couple of Danzig records in there. I was like, I would have never thought to what made me look in that bag. I don't know, but I found some awesome CDs. This was in there too. This was another Sisters of Mercy record, First and Last and Always. I think the fan base is kind of divided between which is the best of these two, but these are both really good stuff.
Pardon the interruption here, but it seems like the chat is complaining that their comments are being censored. Bill, are you trying to keep the chat woke, or what's going on there?
Yeah, Duke was saying some pretty crazy stuff.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, that is Duke for sure.
Yeah. Dude going wild? What's up?
Sounds like some flashing Maryland gang signs and stuff. Oh. No, I put that message up, Duke. I don't know.
I didn't see it.
Oh,
what did it say?
Goodness. Duke says you must leave my messages up for 10 full minutes.
Nice.
Okay. We got that?
This was So this band here, Solstice, this was one of my favorite current, well, they've been around for a while, favorite heavy metal. This is like an epic heavy metal band with some epic doom. This is they're kind of one of those bands kind of hard to put into one kind of category. But this was a CD theirs I didn't have. This is called Halcyon. This is a collection of 2 EPs that they put out. This is a band that's been around since the, I'd say late 80s, but they've gone through a ton of different singers, but are still. Oh shit!
That wasn't me.
Oh my goodness, Bill.
That wasn't me.
There we go.
There we go.
Another Solstice record, Death Crown is Victory. This is another EP of theirs that I didn't have a physical copy of. Cool artwork in this.
Ooh, yeah.
I forget the name of this, who the artist is, but it's got really cool, kind of real unique style. And he did quite a few, maybe three or 4 of their record. He did the artwork for it. The CD I picked up at my local record shop, Murder City Devils. They're kind of a garage, kind of another one of those bands that are kind of hard to pigeonhole. They get lumped in with kind of punk rock, post-punk. It's a little really like rock and roll inspired. But this is their second full length. They were from Seattle, no longer a band, but still play shows occasionally. Recommend this. And the last CD I got here was a band called Faint. This is kind of like electronic-y, dancey type stuff. One of my roommates in college showed me this band. It's kind of weird stuff, but it's cool. And I found this. I hadn't listened to it in about 20 years, so picked it up for cheap. And yeah, it's cool. So that's all the CDs I have. If you want me to keep going, or Bill, you want to have a turn, I have some tapes I could show, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll move in for a minute here. I got piles and piles of stuff.
You got piles?
Ridiculous.
I beat you to it.
You should get that checked, Bill. I got shots for that now.
That's wonderful. Good job. God, why does it keep doing this? Something's wrong with the system. It's not me. Maybe my mouse is dying. I don't know. Okay. So where to begin? I'm going to shock you by having books. For some reason, I don't know why I've become enamored with novelizations of movies. So I've been picking up these paperback books, which I don't know why. I'm just love finding them.
Is that a novelization, or was the movie based on that book? Because Robin Cook is like a legit author.
Okay. You got me. But this came out. This is a promotion for the movie because it's talks about the movie, major motion picture. So you're right. Kevin got me on that one. Good job.
Wasn't trying to get you. I was just asking.
Now a sensational movie starring. You know who starring? Very famous Canadian actress who was going to be Captain Janeway.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I just watched that movie a few years ago too. It's one of Sarah's favorites.
Yeah, I love it. It's a great movie.
I can't remember her name though.
It didn't put you to sleep?
No. Geneviève Bujold, Canadian, very famous Canadian actress. She was really great in this and pretty foxy too. Got some Clash of the Titans here.
Oh, nice.
And this,
now that author, he does a lot of Star Trek stuff. That Alan Dean Foster.
I like these that have the pictures from the movie.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
That's the kind of paperbacks that I'm talking about, where it gives you the movie stuff in there. Clash of the Titans. This is one of Kevin's favorite movies.
Oh yeah, That's a great movie.
Not very thick. Not very thick.
You don't need a lot of words. For car went down street, made crashes, boom.
Do you read along when you're watching the movie, or?
I'm not a bit. I never have time to read. I do not know why I'm picking these up. I'm enamored by them.
You should come up to Sudbury. We got a place called Bay's Books, and they have tons of that stuff in there. Now, is that an adaptation too, or is that a?
I think this is the original novel that the movie is based on, but they promote the movie.
Sure.
Amity.
Mm-hmm.
Amity.
Based on a true story.
Based on a true as can be.
Like,
is that what was it? Salem's Lot was based off of that book, or am I getting that wrong?
No, I don't think so. That movie was about a family moves into a house, and in the basement there's a gateway to hell.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
This has the floor plans.
Oh,
because it was a true story.
Very true.
Yeah.
Portal to hell, and we got some crawl.
Oh, nice.
There's Alan Dean Foster again. Guy was the king of adaptations.
Now I'm in the paperback section, and nowadays at my thrift there is like a gazillion fantasy books nowadays, and every time I'm in there I'm like, God, what the hell was that name that
Moorcock
collects? Provocative name. Horcock? Moorcock. Okay, now I'll remember that. Every time I'm in there, I'm like, I know it's something sexy.
Mm-hmm.
I never see that one though. I'll keep an eye out. Speaking of movies, do you want some Blu-ray action or do you want some Laserdisc action?
Oh, I will go Laserdisc.
Laserdisc. How did you find Laserdisc in Canada?
I know. Well, I did finally add a Laserdisc player to the system here. I guess you can't see it, but
does it work?
Yeah, it works.
Wow.
If you follow me on the socials or the Midnight VHS on Instagram, I did some videos of the Laserdisc player. Always wanted Laserdisc player, just those big silver discs are so cool. So finally came across a Laserdisc, and I went to our big outdoor flea market that happens twice a year, and I got chatting with a dude there, a dealer I see every time, and every time I ask him for Betamax tapes and VHS tapes or Laserdiscs, he's always like, they're at home. I always forget to bring them. Turns out his home was just 5 minutes from where I work. So we actually got in contact after the show, and he gave me a deal on a stack of Laserdiscs. So where else am I going to find them but being lucky like that? So actually, this first disc was a side deal on Marketplace. Just this one disc for $10, but you can't go wrong with some Pulp Fiction right there.
Wow. I didn't even know that came out on Laserdisc. Is that 2 discs?
It is 2 discs, yeah.
Did Laserdisc have special features, or was that just a DVD thing?
Yeah, and they would have commentaries. This one has international trailers on here because it gives you the track listing. So side 3 is the movie, and D has all the theatrical trailers from around the world.
I can't remember what movie it was, but they had a commentary with a guy that died in like 1992, and I'm like, how did they get a commentary on a DVD from 1992? But it was originally on the Laserdisc. Transported it over onto the DVD.
So this looks very good with my Blu-ray I got of it as well. Look at that. Blu-ray. Same
I have
design.
that.
Nice.
Of course.
I know what's coming next.
Oh,
there you go. The Flex.
The Flex. Signed by Tarantino. Only 2 of these in the world exist, but
And who's the other guy? Betty Davis or something?
Betty Davis?
I don't know. What's the other guy's name?
Roger Avery.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah.
Betty Davis.
I gotta put that very safely somewhere. Get that flex out of the way. All right. Oh my goodness. First up, Stargate.
Wow.
With Kurt Russell. A couple of discs in there. Nothing fancy.
I saw that in the theater.
Did you?
I did. I wanted to walk out.
Oh.
I wasn't having a good time.
This is a movie you guys know I've been looking for a long time on Laserdisc. I even asked our buddy Rambach.
Let me guess. Is it
one for me out in Japan?
Lawrence of Arabia?
Lawrence.
Oh shit! Here it is.
The score.
If I had $1 for every time you mentioned that movie.
They use my least favorite cover art for this, but it's still great to have it on Laserdisc, and it comes in you get it in a nice plastic sleeve here, very well protected. There was something interesting I was going to tell you guys about, but I can't remember what it was. Anyways, I'll come back to it. There's something about these laser discs that were funny, and I got to remember what it was. How about some Waterworld?
You know, I've never watched that. And
Sealed.
I've been meaning to give that a shot.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Fine.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I like the concept. I think the concept is a cool idea, but I just never.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an epic story told on the water. Oh, this is what's interesting about it. Okay. So along the bottom of these laser discs, they have like warnings and stuff, right? So this says, when not in use, place laser disc in jacket. That seems reasonable. And store it vertically. Okay. In a cool, dry place. Yes. Now it says, remove shrink wrap completely upon opening. Do not leave any shrink wrap. Why would that? Why?
I don't know.
I think over time it like will stick to the.
It could if you had it in like the sun or the heat.
Yeah. Because I've seen some records like that where it's like it's adhered to.
Yeah, that's true.
Cardboard.
I have like records here that are 50 years old and they're fine.
Yeah, those all that you're showing, I was like, I thought they looked all sealed still, but
yeah.
Concert for Bangladesh.
Oh, that's cool.
George action there. Not much fancy to this release. Just one disc. They put some select tracks on there, I guess. Again, sealed Jurassic Park.
Oh, that's cool. How much are you paying for these, Bill?
This whole stack, I think I paid $50 for, if I recall. And he had at least triple this amount. He let me pick, I forget what the deal was. Like, can I pick 15 or something? And then he let me pick whatever. So that was sealed. I also got the Ninja Turtles movie, but I already sold that at the Bear Game Exchange to help pay for this stack. And Terminator 2.
That's cool.
Oh, I've never seen that cover. That's cool.
Yeah.
And this is gatefold, but it's sealed, so we can never see what's in there.
Oh, you gotta open that and watch it. Come on, man.
It's sealed though, dude.
Oh.
He's a reseller at heart.
It's so frustrating. Like, what could be in the gatefold?
Open it. Come on.
Once I open it, I have to remove the shrink entirely as per the rules.
Okay. That's okay. You can do that.
Is the value that much different?
It's got to be. It's sealed.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Sealed schmealed.
We got Aliens.
Nice. That's
with
awesome.
a big S.
What's the S for?
I don't know.
Well, what's stereo extended play? What does that mean?
I don't know. Does that mean it's not compressed stereo or?
Maybe. I don't know.
This one, I think he actually watched quite a bit because one of the discs is loose in here. So
but it's the theatrical cut of the film, right? Like it's not the the extended edition. Maybe that's what extended play means.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Again, we have another sealed, gate-folded Apocalypse Now. Full THX.
That's not sealed. You got a big old hole in the back.
Yeah, it's, some air's getting through there for sure.
Well, it didn't damage anything, so they're wrong with their. Should we look inside? See what this?
Yeah,
it is still technically sealed, though, guys. All right, for you guys, I'll do it.
right on.
Painful. Oh my god.
I was for a second I thought it was not even a gatefold.
That looks great.
Totally worth it.
Totally worth it, eh? Yeah, handwritten, hand signed note there from Francis Ford.
Oh,
Wow.
Anything else in there? More instructions. Okay, this next batch, we might have to change the rating on this stream to PG 14 plus at least. I was looking through his discs and we were laughing at these, and man, these are probably pretty funny to watch nowadays. It's like, yeah. I said, all right, what if I throw you $10? You give me these ones too? He said, sure. So we have Malibu Spice.
Oh, nice.
I got Bandy's attention.
Oh, there you go.
Ashland Greer.
What's the tagline on the back? Work it out the Malibu way.
Yeah. So you get in shape watching this, and he took care of this as extra.
Sure.
And then we have, and this is just for educational purposes, and I thought it'd be funny, center spread girls.
Wow. Whoa. All the top stars of the
day. People tuning in right now. Again, it's got a protector on there.
Okay, never mind.
What?
I thought I saw Harold Ramis's name there for a second. I'm like, what? But it couldn't be. It could not have been.
I think you saw Harry Ramis.
There's the title of this episode.
And now we get into the actual deluxe stuff from Playboy. And what was the big thing, with all these, types of channels and stuff in the 90s? What was the big thing they always talked about? Spring Break.
Oh God!
It was all about Spring Break. Remember all the Spring Break shows and
Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah. Wow, Girls at Spring Break.
It's just because it's funny. It's just funny. Playmates. What do they do when they're at play? Well, it's a little documentary.
Wow.
Show you how they go about their day, frolicking and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Skiing
on a laser disc, so you get good audio on there. And finally, this girl deserved her own entire disc because she was the centerfold. Terry Weigel. Remember her, Matt?
No idea.
What year was that?
What's that?
What year was she the centerfold? Or the Playmate of the Year or whatever.
It's 30 minutes. It's oh, there's a Playmate update on here from 1973. So you get to find out what happened.
30-minute video on a laser disc. Jesus.
And that's my laser disc collection now.
Wow.
So lots of fun stuff there. Lots of fun stuff. My mouse fell asleep. All right. So if you guys are calmed down now, we can continue. Kevin, you okay?
I don't know how I'm gonna follow that up. I don't have any porn. I'm sorry.
No one called it porn.
I know you didn't call it that, but
that was not porn.
All right. Okay, so the rest is I have a bunch of CDs here. My buddy Frank, you were mentioning Matt, how cheap CDs are. They're so cheap that people are just giving them away for free. They're just there you go. I got a bunch of CDs. I don't even want them anymore. So I got a banana. That's what that banana box is. That thing was full of CDs. Nice. And there was another box to accompany that box because some of the CDs were not in the cases. So the other box had stuff in envelopes and whatnot and all that. So I put them all together. I have them separated in the CDs that I'm keeping and the CDs that are doubles. So which would you like to see first? Do we want to see the doubles or do you want to see the ones that I'm keeping?
Let's go keepers.
Yeah. Keepers. All right. So yeah, a lot of these are from a few of them are from that CD era. But we were both fans of Rob Zombie and White Zombie. But he had a little more expendable cash than I did. So he bought like I'd get the main albums and he got like all these little fringe albums. So there was this Halloween Hootenanny, which had one Rob Zombie song on it.
Oh, okay.
It was, but there's like the Reverend Horton Heat on here and a bunch of other bands I do not know.
Oh, Southern Culture on the Skids. That's a good band.
I knew Mad Bandy would know these. So, yeah.
You remember that song "Walk Like a Camel"?
I don't know.
You'd remember if you heard it. They had like one radio song, but that's a cool band.
But Rob Zombie did a bunch of artwork in there too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. The song he does on here, Halloween, That's Why She's So Mean. It's a good tune. Featuring the Ghastly Ones. But yeah. So it's all Halloween themed music on there. He also had a greatest hits thing, past, present, and future, which came with like a DVD in here as well. So it was a CD, DVD combo, and I think it's White Zombie and it's White Zombie and Rob Zombie, and he's always got I think that's his wife.
That's his wife. Yeah,
he always has her like featured.
What did we think of his Monsters movie?
I didn't see it.
Me neither. I'm honestly, I'm not a fan of his movies at all.
Yeah,
I don't know. I know a lot of people like him. I don't get him. But his music I'm into. I had a burnt copy of his second album, The Sinister Urge. So now I got the legit copy. Again, his wife taking a dump there or something. I don't know. And then speaking of Rob Zombie's movies, got the soundtrack to House of a Thousand Corpses, which did have some pretty good tunes on it. And this guy just died, eh? What's his face? Matt Bandy probably knows his name. Sid Farkas or something?
Yes, yeah.
No, Sid Farkas from Christmas Story. But it's Sid something, I don't know. And this was an interesting one. I saw this and I thought, oh, Frank, this might be worth something. And then I looked it up. It's not worth very much, but it's still kind of cool. This was like if you went to a concert, you can buy this limited edition tour souvenir. This is number 13,308. And it's just a CD single of Electric Head Part 2 from the White Zombie album. And then there's another song and a couple live tracks or different mixes and that. which at the time was like, kind of unusual because then they came out later with that swinging album or whatever, which was all like industrial kind of remixes of their songs. Have this on vinyl, but what the heck? We'll keep the CD.
Oh,
pull the bill there. It's kind of broken, I guess. I don't know. The CD's just not want to stay in there. Fortunately, I hate the artwork for this album. I just think it's kind of gross. It does not want to stay together. This is definitely in Bill Condish. But the album itself, I like the first like 4 songs on here, and then the rest kind of meh. But whatever, it's free. He had a few Clapton CDs that I didn't have. Got Eric Clapton and the Yardbirds, or the Yardbird Years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's just a compilation of all the songs he did, or a lot of the songs he did when he was with the Yardbirds. Timepieces 1 and 2. I never really got these because I had like the album, so I didn't really need the greatest hits. Although this is all like live cuts and that.
Do you have a double of that live in the 70s?
I do not. Sorry. These are the ones I'm keeping. I got the doubles over here. And then this album, it's just called Clapton. It came out in 2010. I don't even remember it at all. All right. Got some soundtracks here. The Reservoir Dogs. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Daredevil. Which has a Rob Zombie song on it.
Yeah, probably a bunch of new metal stuff on there, huh?
Let's see. Well, there you go. We got the Fuel.
Yeah.
Come on, focus. Moby. It's not focusing. Focus.
Chevelle.
Let me just.
Yeah, so like.
We got Seether, Nickelback, Drowning Pool, and Rob Zombie. Moby, Chevelle, Hoobastank. Can't get enough Hoobastank. And then I almost picked this up the other day, but then I flipped on the back, and I was like, I don't want this because not much of the music on here is interesting, but the cover is so cool. It's the Spider-Man music from and inspired by.
I saw that recently as well, and that cover is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Is that the Sam Raimi one?
Yeah, that's the very first Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But the music on it's kind of meh. I don't know. Got Nickelback on here again, and Sum 41, Alien Ant Farm.
It's terrible.
Some guy named Corey Taylor. There's a Jerry Cantrell song on here though, so that might.
He was the singer for Slipknot.
Who? What?
Corey Taylor was the singer for Slipknot.
Okay. I didn't have this for some reason. Van Halen, Volume 1, which really only has 2 songs on it that I need. Me Wise Magic, can't get this stuff no more. And Human Beings, I didn't have that song either. And then he was a big fan of System of a Down, so I got a few of those. That's the first CD. And this is like their, I don't know, some sort of weird collection of their couple other CDs. It came out around the same time, and then you combine them or something. I don't know what was going on. And then the lead singer had a bunch of albums. So he's got, I don't know what's this guy's name, Serge Tankian? I don't know.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of stuff. With an orchestra in the white suit. A bunch of Surge. I spun a little bit of it. It seemed okay. I haven't, done a deep dive on it. Let's see here. Are you a fan of Caius and Queens of the Stone Age? Matt Bandy?
Yeah.
Because I got this. This one actually was pretty expensive when I went to look at it on Discogs. This is a Caius, Queen of the Stone
I'm sure.
Age.
But they're probably there. Yeah, I've never seen that before.
So, yeah, the Caius was, what's his name? John Holm or something? Or Can't remember.
There's the guitar player for Queens of Stone Age.
Well, the guy, yeah, this was his first band, and then he quit this band or disbanded this band, and he started Queens of the Stone Age. And this is like the transitional EP kind of thing. So half of it is Caius and half of it is Queen of the Stone Age. The very first song on here, though, is a cover of Black Sabbath's Into the Void. My goodness. That's quite the cover. I had never heard that before. I'm like, wow. I might be a Caius fan and not even know it.
Had you not heard their stuff before?
There's the Green Room or something, or Green Onion or Green Machine. I've heard that one song, and I do like that one song, but there's just one of those bands I just never think of, or you never see it like out there. Like if I saw their album, like the Caius album out there, I'd buy it, but just never see it. So then he had just like pretty much every Queen of the Stone Age album. They're all here.
Nice.
This one. So lots of Queen of the Stone Age to go through.
You like that band, Bill?
Yeah.
They wouldn't really be Bill's thing. None of this stuff would be Bill's thing, I don't think.
Well, why'd Frank collect all this stuff and then just done with it?
Well, he doesn't have a CD player anymore. He's like, I got no way to play these. And I'm like, okay, well.
Has he ripped them all?
No, he just, Frank just kind of moves on from things. He just, I don't want this anymore. And he just goes on to the next thing. And
because
I guess he
goes deep into whatever he's searching for.
Yeah, but I guess he figures he's got Spotify now or whatever. And he just doesn't need this stuff anymore. I think that's what a lot of people think. That's why you can get CDs so easily right now until they start becoming collectible again. So he was a huge fan of Chris Isaak. So we got 5 Chris Isaak CDs here.
Nice.
I do like Chris Isaak.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah. That one.
Did you watch his show, Bandy?
No.
No?
No, I'm familiar with it. I've never seen it, though.
It was good.
Yeah.
And that one. So I got 5. I've never really listened to him that much, other than the big hits. So, have you heard of the band Monster Truck? Anybody?
Monster Truck, no.
They're a Canadian band. They're kind of, I don't know. I'm on the fence on. I'm not sure if they're good or douchey. I'm kind of in the. I'm not sure. I haven't made my.
There's a fine line. There's a fine line between good.
But
and douchey.
yeah, but he has their very first EP, the Brown EP or something. I think it's their first one. So I said, I'll take that and give it a listen. Spoiler alert for all the doubles. He had all the Pantera CDs, which I already have. But the only one I was missing was the live album. So
that's a good one.
A 101 proof. Yeah. I did have this back in the day, and I got rid of it for some reason. But there you
go. Some interesting stage banter.
What do we got here? I'm saving the Big Matt Bandy one here for last.
All right.
I got some band called the Lazies.
Yeah, I don't know them.
I've never heard of them. I played a little bit of the first song. It sounded okay. A couple of Sarah McLachlan albums here for Sarah. Solace, which is this was actually pretty good. I was playing a little bit of that today. And then this one has her big hit on it. I Will Remember You. But he doesn't have the front cover for it. Beastie Boys, Licensed to Ill.
Nice.
Got and he was a big fan of Tool. So he had all the Tool albums. But I had the first 3 already. So he had where's that other one? Some of the albums, like I couldn't find the CD for them. So these ones I found these ones were the CD and the album. This one's like 10,000 Days, and I don't know what the heck this one is. They were kind of okay. I liked their first 3 albums. These ones were, maybe I just need to listen to them some more. And he did have another one that looked like this somewhere. It's kind of freaky though, like little glasses in there, and the CDs in there somewhere. He kind of kept these. Like he had the CDs elsewhere so he could listen to them. And because these things are kind of flimsy. But there was another one here around here somewhere. I don't know. And then a perfect circle as well, which is I think the lead singer from Tool. This is his other band. So I got 3 A Perfect Circle.
That one I used to have. I had that that was their first record. That one
from 2000.
Yeah, 2000. Yeah.
Okay, so that's all the stuff I was keeping from the banana box and this one band. I don't think I'd be surprised. Let's see if Matt Bandy knows. Have you heard of Burnt Kernels?
No.
No, you have not.
No, I have not.
So this band is from North Bay, Ontario, which is an hour that way from me, maybe an hour and a half that way. But they only had an EP and this one album that came out in 1995. And they are a thrash metal band, sort of thrash, groove metal, somewhere in between there.
Yeah.
And
what label put them out? Was it like a major label or indie label?
I don't know. Carmel gotta be indie. White Tray. They might have pressed that themselves.
Crawl. I don't know. Something Dream Records, made in Canada. No, I thought the same thing too, Bill. I opened this up and Frank made this, and then I looked at it, and it's actually like legit, printing on there and that.
It is full bandy, that's for sure.
But I played a little bit of this, and I was like, oh my goodness, these guys were good. And like they don't have a Wikipedia page or anything like that. But if you go onto some, like if you type in their name, they'll come up on like some metal archive websites and that. And this album does have a listing on Discogs as well. None are for sale, at least here in Canada. Couldn't buy any. And then I went on to the eBay, and they had a couple of copies on there that were not cheap. So
really?
Yeah. And go and check out the Burnt Kernels.
Yeah,
spend some money on these guys.
Do you think Frank got that at a show?
Yeah, like they were from where are they? So my friend, here's a drowning pool. I forgot. There's your porn for you, Bill. I know you wanted to see some porn. There you go. Drowning pool. Forgot I was keeping that one. So my friend had a band called Salic Law. And now this is homemade. This is some homemade. I don't know if I should even show them. They're not really celebrities. But this is...
They don't want to get fired at the bank?
Well, I don't know. Well, one of them is he was a real estate agent, so I don't know. I'll just be safe and not show them. Anyways, they had a band called Salic Law. They were really good. I actually played some for Sarah today. And she's like, yeah, it was good. There's only 3 songs that but they opened for Burnt Kernels. So Frank went to the show and he picked up Burnt Kernels CD. I was in college in North Bay at the time, so I did not get to go to that show. There you are. There were some more that I wanted to keep, but I couldn't find the discs. They were just the case. And this one's weird. I found actually, so this is Ozzy's Down to Earth, which I have a copy of already, but for some reason there was like 2 copies in that one. So I kept that off to the side. A Maroon 5 CD. No disc in there, Bill. Sorry. I'll send it to you anyways, though. I know you're a huge fan. And then this is one I don't have this one. I was really wanting to have that one.
Wow.
Pantera Reinventing the Steel. I do have this album reissued, but I don't have the original. Awesome
what is the label at the bottom there?
For this one?
Yeah, no, at the bottom, on the cover. There's like on the little box.
Lyrics?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's just a different kind of experience.
Yeah.
Lyrics. I think at the time they were making them give more of a description of what was explicit about it.
I really like that record. That is a good album.
It is, and there is a reissue of it, So Terry Date was Pantera's producer, and he produced all their albums except for this one, because there was band turmoil and all that. So this one was a little less popular because it didn't. I don't know. I guess it didn't sound as good or whatever. But Terry Date has since gone, and if you get the reissue, you get the original
mix
and the Terry Date mix, and it does really pop. It sounds really good.
That's cool. Yeah, I like that record a lot.
And Leonard Skinner's greatest hits, missing the broken cover and everything. Rest in peace. There you go.
Cool. All right. Yeah, Bandy, let's go. Let's go. I got a billion things here. Let's go.
All right. Okay. I got a few tapes. I'll show some tapes here. Then I'll get into the vinyl. I'll go through these kind of quickly here. This is a band from Florida called Statement of Pride. Out of the Ashes. This is an EP. This is came out. This was a release for This Is Hardcore, which is a festival that's held every year in Pennsylvania. This was a special, like a different cover that they did for that show specifically. And you can see that's do we know who that is?
Mm-hmm.
Cable from the X-Men.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's angry.
Yeah. This was my wife's tape, but I like this band too. Last Gasp. They're a hardcore band from Ohio. This is their demo and EP.
Is this all Bandcamp stuff you're getting?
No, this is from. I have a friend who runs this. War Records is his record label. So we just these were actually this was bought off of Bandcamp. This band is called Gatekeeper. This is a band from Chicago. It's a straight edge hardcore band. White tape.
You think nowadays it's cheaper to run off cassettes than vinyl, or what?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah.
Isn't it harder to source cassette stuff though? Like
I don't know.
Tape and
yeah.
Cassettes are more expensive to make. There's plastic and tape and a whole bit. A CD is like, it costs pennies.
No, I meant over vinyl.
Yeah, the vinyl, yeah.
To do a cassette over vinyl, probably.
Yeah. So this band, Berthold City, this is a friend's band. It's a hardcore band from, well, two of the members live here locally, and the others are in LA. This is their first full length that came out.
Ooh.
Orange.
That's a full length?
Yeah, it's a full length. Yeah. Well, it's a full length.
There.
Well, yeah, I know. It's a punk rock band, Kevin.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. But this release, it came with they did a little small little zine that came with it here. It talks a little bit about it shows some flyers from their first some of their tours and shows. And fly from their first show. And there's a small little interview with some of the members about. So it's kind of a little mini zine that came with it. It's kind of cool. And this here, so this is a kind of a box set of this band called Hole Dweller. Ooh. This is a dungeon synth band or artist. This is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's kind of like almost to this point. This was their box set or his box set, which I actually already had all these tapes, but wanted to couldn't pass this up. But the layout's all pretty slick on these. This is heavily inspired by Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Mm-hmm. There was for this album, he wrote a little short story that went along with the record. So there was kind of a narrative that went through it. But
God, I'm thinking there's no way they can make money creating that box set of cassettes.
So this sold out pretty quick. This was a real limited release. Duke's boy, he really likes this. This Bobby, I think, likes this this band here.
Hole Dwellers.
Hole Dweller.
I'm curious.
A lot of heavy reverb on this, and it's really kind of, they call it comfy synth. That's another subgenre of a subgenre. It's kind of crazy, but this was cool. Pretty slick collection here. This is another box set that I got. This was another Dungeon Synth artist, which I think I've shown some of his stuff on here before. Sequestered Keep. They titled this The First Era. So there was 50 of these, I think, that were made. This holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of his releases. That's one thing about these guys. They're really pretty prolific. This is a lot of music that probably 90% of it I'll probably never listen to, honestly. He has so much stuff that it's kind of overwhelming. But this was I think they did 50 copies of this. But it's all kind of the same layout and format. I won't go through all that, but this is another one that's kind of, inspired by Lord of the Rings. But what's cool about this is that, this box, so it's personalized to me, dedicated to him, Bandy.
That's
number 23 out of 50. Yeah. There's the record label here. So when this originally was released, they did it in like every 3 months you would get another 3 tapes. So this took like over a year to get all the tapes, and then with the last 3 tapes, this box came with it. So
wow.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, man, they're organized.
Yeah.
Imagine if that was like a Bob Dylan release. It would be worth $15,000.
Yeah.
One of 50.
This is 23 of 50. Okay, so I'll get into the vinyl now. I got a couple 7 inches to show here, but I'll start with this here. I don't think we've ever shown one of these on the show before. This is a flexi disc.
Oh.
So these used to come in magazines and stuff like when we were kids. This, I will never play this fucking thing because it'll ruin. But this came with another order that I had got from Pirates Press. But I just noticed that it was a Wayne stock.
Yep.
Remember that? Wayne's World 2?
For what? Show
Wayne
it?
stock, yeah.
Wayne stock. Wayne's World 2.
Oh, I didn't see.
Yeah. So I was kind of neat. But for a while, I saw bands releasing these again. I was like, why the hell are you doing that?
Yeah. I remember my first guitar, learn guitar book had a flexi disc, and that had the tuning tones on it to tune your guitar.
This year is a split.
Nope.
Oh, Bill.
My hands are up here.
We know where your hands were. We have Andy's on. Everybody knows where Bill's hands are.
A split release between Electric Frankenstein and Savage Beat. This was a freebie, actually. This came with an order that I put through Bandcamp through this record label. They threw this in here with my order. This I think it's just on. I haven't listened to this yet. It's just on black vinyl.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like the artwork.
Yeah. Got Frankenstein fighting Godzilla. That's good.
Yeah. I watched that terrible Van Helsing movie. You ever seen that?
No, the one with what's his name?
Wolverine.
Huge
Jackman. Huge Jackman.
Yeah. They had a cool Frankenstein in it. He had like a steampunk leg that would like vent out steam, but that was it. The rest of the movie is crap.
So this release here was a band, one of my all-time favorite bands, called The Promise. They put out 1 7-inch and 1 full length. This was a single that was never released, or a track that was never released, but they pressed this for there was not really a music festival, but kind of a festival. It was a 2-day show that was Indecision Records. It was their 30th anniversary, and they had kind of legacy bands or bands that had been on that label. Did like a 2-day show in Anaheim, California. And The Promise played that, but they hadn't played shows in years, so it was kind of a semi like reunion for the show. So, but this was specially pressed for that. But what's weird about this was a lathe cut, so this wasn't pressed. This was cut by hand. So it's 1 track. You kind of see that on there.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's some imperfections in the size of the record, and there was actually, I'll show you here, there was instructions on how to play the thing. It says, please read this before playing this record. But so it was a lathe cut record, made it a one-time and reel by one person on plexiglass. So using an experimental process on 70-year-old machines. This is not a press record and may have slight more surface noise than usual. So yeah, I don't know why they did that.
There mustn't be very many of those.
Yeah, so this is there's 50 of these records pressed, and this is number 18 out of 50. Yeah, so this was an unreleased track of theirs. So.
Wow.
Yeah, was happy to get that. Okay, we'll get into some of the other vinyl here. This release here, this is a black metal band from Norway called Mork. I picked this up from what was the record? Amoeba Records, sorry. Yeah. I got this at Amoeba last time I was in LA visiting. I think I was visiting Curtis, actually. But this one, if you could see, they got a little, there's a slash through it. So I don't know if they're...
Oh, yeah.
Usually I don't buy like damaged stuff like that, but the price was so low on this, and I didn't have this record. So I picked that up. Kevin might know this one.
Oh yeah,
this finally got repressed. This has been out of press for a long time, and this is. I was happy this finally got repressed a while back. Metal Blade did this, I think, last year. It's finally got a repress. It's kind of just the original. Nothing new. Just
was it Metallica covered one of their songs?
They did kind of like a mashup.
Right.
Some of their songs, yeah.
On the Garage Inc.
Yeah, the Garage Inc. Yeah.
I don't know.
But this was, which King Diamond was the vocalist. He kind of had a prolific. I think still puts out records and still tours and stuff. But this was his first band. Yeah. This came out in 1983, kind of that first wave, not really new wave of British heavy metal. This band was from Denmark.
Kevin wanted it in there.
So I got Fighting the World, Man of War. This was a repress that Back on Black does a lot of represses of kind of classic metal albums. I don't have a lot of Manowar vinyl just because some of it's pretty pricey, but this is a huge, cool gatefold.
Yeah.
This used to be my least favorite Manowar records. The sound was a little bit more commercial on this. I think they tried to get a little bit radio play with this record, but they didn't. But this one was kind of one of the a grower, not a shower for me, and I absolutely love this record now. And it's got cool artwork by damn it, I forget the guy's name. Not Ken Kelly. Yeah, I'll think of it later. He's done a lot of fantasy work though. This is my Kevin pick. This is a band called Summerlands. They're a heavy metal band from the East Coast. If you like Randy Rhoads era of Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh yeah.
Vocals don't really sound that way, but the music is that way. I think you will really like this record, Kevin.
What's the name of the band?
Summerlands. Yeah.
Oh, Summerlands.
Okay. Yeah, they have. This is their second LP. They changed singers on this one. But yeah, this was a lot of people. This got a lot of press last year. It's
fancy.
Wow.
Kind of a yellow vinyl there. Yeah. But just really good kind of traditional heavy metal. And Dream Killer is the name of this. Is there anything else in here? Got a picture of the band there. This is a neo-folk artist, dark folk, I guess you kind of call it too. Wilkinsman is the name of this project.
Dark folk?
Yeah, check this band out. This is really, really good stuff. It's heavily influenced by English and mythology.
Is it it's like Nick Cave sounding?
No, it's just like it's folk music, but kind of neo folk, just like a lot of like English, traditional English
okay,
melodies and that kind of sound. It's on the
whoa,
clear vinyl.
What were they called?
Wilkinsman. It's just one member. Dan Cap is his name. He's on Spotify if you want to listen to that there. But Songs from the Fergan, sorry, is the name of this release. Then we got a band called Blitz. This is an Oi band they were from England. This is late 70s, early 80s. But this is a collection of all their singles. It's a band called Violent Way. They're from New York. I don't think this is on. I think this is just black vinyl. Yeah. This is their latest record.
What are these plastic sleeves you're using that seal up? The new sleeves?
Oh, I get them from my local record shop. So that way the dust doesn't get in there, Bill.
Well, shit, I would have to change all my sleeves over.
Hey, I've done it. I did it. We got, so this is the Foreskins.
Foreskin.
Can you hear me?
What?
Hang on, I thought my my AirPods died there.
Oh, a little bit.
So the Foreskins, yeah, another Oi band from England. late 70s, early 80s. This is a collection of all their singles.
Yeah, not Jewish.
No. Another Foreskins album. Fistful of Foreskins. That picture of the band there. This is a repress too. This is not original press. Okay, so this is a band called Hard Skin, Hard Nuts, and Hard Cunts.
Wow.
This is another oi band from England. This is kind of a borderline joke band, but it's really, they've been a band since like the 90s. It's fun stuff though. Very tongue in cheek, very British humor. This is a newer band from Bakersfield, California, called Imbalance. So this is actually a test press. Are you familiar with, what a test press is?
Well, you don't normally give them out, right? You mean a test pressing?
This is a test press, yeah. So this band actually played. We booked this band a few months ago, and they had. So the guy who put the record out was at the show, and he gave me this this release here. I don't think this record is not even out yet, but I think it's on. Yeah, it's on blue.
Fancy.
Yeah, they're a pop punk band. That sounds kind of been kind of making a little bit of a resurgence lately. But this is cool stuff. I hate the cover though. I hate this artwork. But the band rules. This is a band from Philadelphia called Intimidation. It's a new oi punk rock band. This is probably one of my favorite releases for this year. I think this is on. Yeah, this is just on black vinyl. This band. Okay, this is a band called Claymore. They're from the Bay Area. Crime Pays is the name of this record. This is nope, just on black vinyl.
Yeah, regular sleeve.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. This record, a band from, I think they're from Boston or somewhere on the East Coast called Burden. Scorched Earth is the name of this. This is another oi band. This album, thankfully, this was released through I think a label either in England or Germany, but luckily there was a distro here in the States that picked it up, because otherwise this record would have been way too expensive to import. It's kind of one of those records where the shipping would have cost more than the actual record. Oh, fuck it. Okay. This is a band from the Netherlands called Live by the Sword. They started off as an oi punk rock band, but have recently kind of incorporated a little bit more like kind of epic heavy metal into their sound. This is probably going to be my favorite record that came out this year. I love this one.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's a gatefold. And I believe, pretty blue vinyl.
Do you spin this stuff at your store during the day?
No. Although, my wife, she plays a kind of a wide range. Depends on the customer base, I guess.
A good way to listen to everything.
Yeah.
Get it listened to.
Okay, these last two records I have are going to be, I'm going to open them. So these are both sealed. So I showed my friend's band, Berthold City. This is a collection of their first two 7-inches. So they did a release for this. This just came in the mail a couple days ago. So I'm going to open it up. Maybe.
Oh, taking it right off.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Unnecessary.
No. Here. A lyric sheet. Oh,
No, that's
that.
cool.
That's pretty, huh?
Splatter.
Yeah, matches the motif. I like that.
You said this is your buddy's band?
Yeah.
So where do they get this pressed? Do they go out of country for it, or?
I don't know, honestly. A lot of them get I know there's a pressing plant that's in the Czech Republic where a lot of records get pressed there. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask them next time I see them. They're actually getting ready to go to Europe in a couple of weeks to do a tour. They're playing a festival in Germany and a couple of shows in the Netherlands. Yeah. My last record here is a band from Boston called Roll Call. They played at our store last month. So this is where I picked that record up. This is not really a full length. This is probably more like an EP because there's only 6 songs on it. But I think this is only a single-sided record. Oh, if anybody wants a download code, there it is.
Whoa.
All yours. Up there. Lyric sheet. Man, this is on green vinyl. I don't know if you can kind of see there's an etching on the back there. Yeah.
Yep. That's cool.
Yeah. There you go. So that's me. That's all my records.
Wow. That's a lot of pickups.
Yeah.
How are your shelves holding up, Matt? You still got lots of room, or?
No, I'm actually starting to run out of room, and I don't know what to do.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
If I'm honest, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Do I have permission to go overtime a little bit here, lads?
Sure.
Yeah.
Because I got to get through some of this stuff. This is crazy. Get through some of these movies here.
Wow.
Were we talking about digipacks?
Yeah.
Found this Neil Young at the thrift store. I was super happy to find that. Neil Young from 68. I think he just put this out not too long ago, too.
What was the band that he played in with Rick James?
Rick James?
Yeah, him and Rick James played in a band together. It was like late 60s, but it's like garage rock sounding. It's really cool. Motown put out one of their, they were signed to Motown. Something happened where I think Rick James went up going to jail.
Not Rick James.
And I think there might have been one single that Motown put out of theirs, but there's a full length, but it never got like an official release. It's really good stuff. It's
the Mina Birds.
Mina Birds, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I didn't know Rick James was in that.
Yeah.
Well, I found some Forrest Gump on Blu-ray. This was nice because I wanted to show my my eldest had never seen Forrest Gump, so I go to look it up on the streamers. Nice. Of course, you can't find it anywhere, so you got to have a physical ready to go. Got that. I found a 3D Blu-ray of Avatar. See, it's got that.
I've never seen that movie.
You could have left it there. Would have been fine.
Yeah. It's excellent. We're going to see a lot of 3D Blu-ray coming up right now because I always try and collect the 3D Blu-ray. I'm a big proponent for 3D Blu-ray. And when you see it, you got to get it. So if you think that's a questionable pickup, you're going to see some real questionable pickups.
Now, what are you watching these 3D Blu-rays on? Like, do you have a 3D TV?
Yeah, the projector down here that you've slept under.
Oh, that's
projecting
that's
3D.
Oh,
so you get a big presentation. The 3D is quite effective, just like the theater. But yeah, you'll see some questionable pickups that were picked up just because they were 3D, much like Kevin does with his HD DVD pickups.
Are you getting these on the thrift? Oh,
yeah.
Nice. I've been wanting to watch that movie again. I haven't seen that in years.
I have that on HD DVD.
Peter Jackson's first American movie?
Is it?
I think so.
That was at a yard sale, that one. That's how long these go back. So here's a questionable 3D movie.
Hercules.
But it's in 3D, so that'll be fun.
No Kevin Sorbo, not for me.
Hey, there's
a Rob Zombie movie. That's not in 3D.
No. There's a mix here of stuff. You know, this was cheap, so I had to grab it. This, I actually never saw the Keanu Reeves movie.
So it's awful.
Yeah, I didn't see that either.
I couldn't even sit through 5 minutes of it.
But this Blu-ray release has the original release in it as well.
Wow, that's worth it then.
On Blu-ray.
So amazing.
I did throw in the Keanu Reeves one to watch. And Kevin's right. Very Canadian, actually.
I almost pulled a Leslie Nielsen. I'll be right back, guys.
Wait, farted?
No. Naked Gun.
Okay. He's gonna pee. He's gonna pee with his.
Oh, okay. He just doesn't want to see my 3D movies. We got Thor in 3D.
Yeah, that's okay.
Thor was okay.
Nah,
the first Thor.
I like the second one better.
Yeah. I like the big colossal thing he's fighting at the end.
Sure.
Much like the Last Man on Earth thing. I had to get this because Kevin had it.
Oh, you didn't want me to be alone.
He can't have it by himself.
That's DVD though, right?
Yeah, I do have the Blu-ray already, which is much harder to find. But when Kevin showed this on his video, I'm like, oh man, that's cool because it's got all this. It's got this like the Notebook about how they're researching the zombies.
Cool release.
It is a cool release. Yeah. What's the tray look like here?
Scary. Yeah.
Practical effects right there. But yeah, it was like the day after I watched your video, I found this. I'm like, oh,
of course.
That son of a bitch. I'm getting this. Okay, so I'll wait till Bandy comes back. My friend Josh Creep, he brought these to me. Steel Books, Gangs of New York. Isn't that nice?
You found them in the garbage?
Jeez, maybe. I don't remember the story. Sometimes he actually goes and buys these for me. We got Kill Bill action in Steelbook. Isn't that a gorgeous cover?
I haven't seen it.
What?
I haven't seen it. I'm not a Tarantino guy, so
that doesn't. That's irrelevant. Don't go into it thinking it's Reservoir Dogs.
I'm not. I'm just not a Tarantino guy, so it takes me a long time to get to his movies.
Please, Kevin, please. give this one a night and watch these.
Well, I have to find them now.
They're on.
I don't have any streaming services anymore. I am streamed out.
Okay.
So I'd have to download it, I guess.
I just rewatched these recently. They hold up amazingly well, and the sound and the visuals are just so wonderful. The music, it's just
a lot of the music from that Burt Reynolds movie, Navajo Joe. He got a few songs from there.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I watched that this summer. I didn't pick that out.
Yep. Yeah, I got that. I didn't. You paid a little less than I did, $5.
Yeah, 3-pack, and you know, I of course would like the 4K version of this, but Blu-ray is fine for now, and it does have the director's version of Spider-Man 2 or the 2.1, whatever they called it.
Oh yeah,
it has the extra, Doc Ock scenes and stuff.
Yeah,
which I've been looking for my own copy of that for a while. So yeah, for what did I say? $5?
Yeah.
Bandy, you missed the oh, now he's gone for good. God damn it.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh no, your camera's off. I showed off the steel books of the Kill Bill movies. You're a fan of those, right? Trying to convince Kevin.
I don't know. My camera's not working. There should be. Hang on a second.
Trying to convince Kevin to watch the Kill Bill movies.
You never watched the Kill Bill movies?
No, I'm not really a Tarantino guy.
You don't have to be. I'm not either. But that's a good movie.
Okay.
No, right.
I'll take Bandy's word for it.
Nice.
Lorax, but in 3D. Come on.
Ronnie Munn.
Ronnie.
When that movie came out, they said they modeled the character.
Yeah, I can see that now.
He had the mustache at the time.
World War Z in 3D. Not my favorite zombie movie, but it's in 3D.
Never seen that one either.
Nah. Okay, so here's the big 3D movie bought at retail. I saw it go on sale at Amazon. I even messaged over to Josh, tell him to buy his own copy. But this distributor, who is it? Kino Lorber? Mm-hmm. They're pumping out a bunch of 80s 3D movies, and they're upping them to Blu-ray 3D. And this was one of them. Treasure of the Four Crowns Supervision 3D. So in the 80s, they were going hardcore on the 3D. And this movie,
what is that movie?
To have, what?
What is that movie?
It's it's like a Chuck Norris.
It looks awesome.
Yeah. And what any 3D gag you can think of, they did in this movie. Anything at all. All of that. It was like, hey, Charlie, can you pass me that 2x4? Oh, you mean this one? Or for some reason, they have to pass a rope down to someone, and then they shoot the rope coming down. It's like every gag imaginable is in this movie. I'm halfway through it. I was watching it, but my eyes were kind of tired, and it was making my head squirrely. Like, it was just insane, the 3D. But I recommend it. Some new Spider-Man in 3D. That'll be good. This will not be good, but it's in 3D. Justice League.
They're still making 3D Blu-rays?
No. Like that, the latest animated Spider-Man movie, which was limited release in 3D, is not getting a Blu-ray 3D release, even though it will be incredible in 3D. I don't get it. This one will be mind-blowing in 3D. Ready Player One.
Yeah.
You got to admit, it's going to be mind-blowing in 3D, though. Right?
I don't know. I never watched the movie. I read the book and thought it was kind of boring.
You didn't like the book?
Yeah.
The movie's got some scenes to it. The Shining stuff was excellent. This will be terrible.
That movie was stupid.
I'd never seen it.
So stupid.
It's jacked up action, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a game mixed in here. Some Fallout 4.
That's 3D.
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. This is in 3D.
I haven't seen those. The ones with Franco.
Well, I think he's only in the first one.
Yeah.
That whole series is good, in my opinion. It's good.
Yeah.
Not the Wahlberg. This shit's good.
No, yeah.
Escape from Planet Earth.
I haven't heard of it.
Kid might like that. This will probably be good. The Box Trolls. That stop animation from
that movie was all right. It was kind of weird, but it's cool.
Never heard of it.
Nick Park, isn't it? Wallace and Gromit guy did this.
Oh,
I don't know.
I think. Now this was the big one. Josh got me this. He even went to a store to buy it for me because he knew I had the other two in 3D. And he shows up with this and just gives it to me. So that's all.
Isn't there a fourth one though?
No, the Hobbit movies, all three.
There's four of those. There's four of those. They did the second part. The last movie they did in the two. There's four of those. Right?
We have.
Or am I not right?
Desolation of
Smog.
Smog, the Battle of
right.
the Five Armies, the Unexpected Journey. No, that's it. So, yeah,
Smog. There wasn't there a Smog movie?
Yeah, that's here.
Oh,
that's this one.
Smog. Okay.
So to buy this set is like $100 on Amazon, but if you piece it out on the thrift, you can get it pretty cheap, which I managed to do. Josh also picked these up for me on the cheap rear replay, and Concrete Genie for the VR. I think I found this Batman. I found this Hidden Agenda. That's by the same people that did that other scary game. Remember with what's her face and that guy?
Night Trap.
You had to make choices. Yeah, basically, you had to make choices.
Night Trap. I have no idea.
The people know what I'm talking about. And I just found this last night. Little flying game. Heroes over Europe. Okay. If you'll keep indulging me just a little bit longer, I got to get to the vinyl, but I got to get through this first. Kevin had some magazines. I'm going to find myself some magazines. So we have Life magazine in 86.
I was 5 years old.
Kevin was much older.
Anybody else? Yeah.
I wasn't even born yet.
Life magazine, man. Like, you definitely got some cool pictures in this magazine. There's the young prince. Which prince is that? Prince That's Prince Harry. Gotta have the cigarette ads on the back. 1987 year in pictures. Ooh, check out this ride. That is sweet.
Wow.
Ford Fiesta.
Right on.
Ford Fiesta.
We have the fond farewell to Cheers. And a nice Hyundai on the back.
You picked these up at the thrift too?
Yeah, this was just sitting on the thrift. I'm really shocked no one picked those up. They have some cool ads in here too, of course, like the equipment that was around back then. The TVs and video recorders and stuff. It's kind of fun to see. And she's going places. Princess Di. And this one's interesting, if I got the right one, because they have this huge advertising centerpiece on
Epcot. Oh, that's cool.
On Disney. Yeah. Walt Disney World Epcot Center. Special advertising supplement. So this is brand new, I guess, when Epcot happened. And it's multi pages on all the crazy futuristic things that you'll be able to find there.
Is Life magazine still in publication?
God, who knows? Good question. But in 1982, it was $2.50. That seems expensive. I'll just wrap things up with these records. Very little space left for records, so I'm very picky about what I'm bringing home. As Kevin and Sarah did visit me a while back, and we went record shopping, and they're just, I'll take this, take this, take this. And I'm like, nope. But when you find them cheap on the thrift, like this Joni Mitchell, Ladies of the Canyon, $3, I'll grab that.
Life magazine final issue was in the year 2000.
Oh, wow.
And then I found this Bob at a thrift store. Very strange. This is an original like mono cover for the album. The album's not in here though. It's got a Beatles album in here. So I don't know.
What's a weird.
But this is a great cover, man. That's like, you can't just leave that there. Put that in a frame or something. And then this was a blind buy.
This is you being picky, by the way. You were being very selective.
Yes.
Picking up.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm doing a blind buy now of the Graham Parker and the Rumor.
Yeah, I now have 2 copies of that for some reason.
Because of me.
Yeah.
I recommended it to Sarah. I played it back for her, and it was kind of good. Like Elvis Costello-y, 80s pop. I only knew this guy from that Judd Apatow movie. This is 40. Do you remember that movie with Paul Rudd? Anyways, Paul Rudd's a record producer, and he takes a big swing for the bleachers by booking Graham Parker and the Rumor for a live show that no one shows up for. Anyways, it's a good movie. You should check it out. And this album, you can find it on the cheap. Not bad. I just found this last night. It's got some Merle Haggard, the way it was in 51, Hank and Lefty. And that was $4. $4. Actually, this was on the thrift too. Some Paul Simon, One Trick Pony soundtrack. And this one too got by the resellers. Still crazy after all these years. This is actually really good. It's nice and laid back and casual. He was recently on Stern at a big interview, and they talked about this album. I think this was the album he was going through a divorce, and a lot of it is right here in the grooves. So if you see that one out there, check it out.
Those all Bill condition, or
they're perfect condition. Perfect
for Bill.
I took Kevin and Sarah to a yard sale where this record guy had tons and tons of records. I picked up some Leslie West stuff.
You know, I haven't picked that one up. That's at my local shop, but I've never.
It's
never
great.
Picked it up.
It's great.
Is it? That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was this the good one, Kevin, or was this the good one?
That one's okay. That one's pretty good too. Why don't you? That.
Oh, this is the one I texted you about afterwards?
Yes.
Yeah. This is freaking killer, Bandy. It bangs. It rocks. It's really good.
I did get a new mountain record. I forgot to pull that. I forget which one it is now. It's been so long. But yeah.
So there's 7 on there, but what were they selling for, Kevin? They were cheaper than that, weren't they?
Oh, yeah, it was like $3, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's another.
Yeah, $3 records.
Yeah.
That I've never seen. I've never seen that one. Is that a Henry Crumb artwork?
Yeah, looks like it, eh? It's got to be.
Yeah.
It's not so. Oh, it's signed at the bottom here. I can't.
Yeah, I've never come across that record.
No, it's not Crumb. It's
Really?
Tango or Delango. Patango.
Wasn't she on Boy Meets World?
What was her name? Kananga or
Topanga.
Topanga. Okay,
Topanga,
this is my bandy record of the show.
Okay.
Took Kevin and Sarah to a record store in Aurelia. Very big record store. By the way, I'm still waiting for the bill visit to be mentioned on Retro Fandango. It hasn't happened yet, but
the bill visit?
Yeah. I came to visit me. That was never a recap.
Oh, that's right.
Never a recap.
I forgot.
He's like, I did nothing in the last couple of weeks. Oh, okay. So yeah, Bandy got me into the Uncle Acid, and
nice.
I love the records. I got 2 records or 1 record of it, but it's
Was
impossible to find here. Right?
Did you order one that it came like warped a couple times?
That's true.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
That one. But we went to this record shop and there's actually an Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats album, and it's a live album.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's full bandy. This is limited release.
When did that come out?
There's the hype sticker.
Nice.
It was over $40, by the way.
Oof.
It limited to 2,000 copies. So not full bandy, not just 50 copies, but it's still, and it was sealed up in with the records in the middle, not in the sleeves.
Nice.
So they know what they're doing there. Here's what that's what they look like.
Pretty.
So even though I wasn't really looking to buy records, it was there, which never happens. It was this limited, 2,000. So I bought it. We threw it on right away, and I wasn't happy with it.
Doesn't sound good.
It's not what I remember. Like, I remember Uncle Acid as like if John Lennon was singing Black Sabbath, and this is like much poppier. His voice is way higher.
Did it say when the recording was?
Yeah, it's 2 different recordings. Minneapolis, 2019 and 2022.
Okay.
So
maybe it's just newer material.
I was really surprised by it. And now at some point it does get into that groove where they're like grooving like like Sleep or something, that stoner metal groove I love.
Yeah.
There's hints of it, but then it goes back to like poppy sounding. Kevin was listening to it. I don't know if you remember, Kevin.
I don't remember listening to it. No. We did?
Okay. So, Bandy, you're gonna have to send me $45 Canadian. And finally, one more gift from my buddy Josh Creep, who was at the Barrie Game Exchange, and he worked out this deal with this vendor where he bought a crap ton of Wii U games, and to sweeten the deal, the vendor said you can pick out some CED movies here for free, and he didn't want any CEDs. We said, I'll get my buddy Bill to come over and he'll pick out a couple. So I did, and here's one I grabbed: Tentacles.
Oh, cool!
Testicles.
Yeah.
Look at that cover.
Oh, hop.
With John Huston, Shelley Winters.
I never heard of that. It looks awesome though.
And I did have a second one, but I don't know what I did with it.
You got that thing working, right?
No, I still need a needle for my CED player.
Stylus.
The video. You did a repair video on it though, right? Back.
That was probably the laser disc.
Right? No, there was one where you were trying to hook a. What was that? It was a repair video you did. Does it? Okay, man. I had so much fun watching that. I got so much satisfaction when you finally got that fucking thing on the. Oh, it was like a release. I was like, oh yes.
Oh, that was the beta player getting the spring on that.
Yes. Oh man, that was you like just invented a new thing there. You know, like people like the pimple popping. You need to get into that. That's the release I got when you finally. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad Bandy liked it. He was the only one.
Oh, I loved it.
Massive satisfaction. That was so frustrating.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I could feel it. Holy shit.
Yeah. No, the Laserdisc, when I bought it, I brought it home and discovered it had a European plug. So then I had to figure out, did they make an adapter to go from the European plug to the...
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
They did. It worked. Strange thing about the Laserdisc, though, it's digital. It was marketed as, you know, this higher standard of quality, but it doesn't have, it's still just composite output. It doesn't have an like even S video output. So it's like, what are you guys doing? Weird. Anyways,
all Blu-rays were like that?
Laserdiscs?
I'm sorry. Yeah, all Laserdisc players only had composite?
No. You'll find Laserdiscs with at least S video.
Yeah.
And some have their own proprietary Sony something or another, but it was just weird that it's only composite. But I'll take it. Okay. Should we wrap it up there, lads? What do you think? Are you happy?
I'm happy.
All right. Work through a chunk here, so it's good. Let
me show. I got my bill pickup here.
Ooh.
Man, I got this for you.
4? Oh no.
Yeah, specifically because I knew you were. I don't know if you're still. I remember you saying you were trying to get all of these in their individual format.
Oh.
Heck yeah. Is that a clamshell? Like I've never seen. Yeah, I don't have any Bond in clamshells. Holy smokes.
Some adult action, buddy.
That's awesome. What's it look like inside?
It's clean.
Yeah. Never say never. That's that weird Bond release that's outside of the regular.
Yeah.
This was from Shows to Go.
Shows to Go.
In Sanger, California.
And where did you pick that one up?
This was at Agrosso.
Yes.
50 cents.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. There you go. Well, thanks for thinking of me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Kevin, what do you have for me?
I told you. I had 2 ABBA albums and an Anne Murray album.
Oh. Sarah's not letting you get rid of the ABBA records. Come on.
No, she already has those. So we took the doubles, sent them right over to Bill's place. I said, who would appreciate this the most? It was unanimous, Bill.
So, well, maybe Joe will take it.
Nope, just Bill. Joe gets enough stuff for free. He doesn't need any more stuff for free. Joe would just put it in a storage unit somewhere, and it would never get played. Bill will take those and play them.
I got another pickup here, guys.
Oh,
get out!
Who's this guy?
This is Remy.
Remy?
Yeah.
Nice.
She is a mini Australian Shepherd. Yeah, she hasn't.
Nice. How are the cats?
Oh, fine. Yeah, because she was a puppy. Like they were around dogs when they were kittens. So yeah, this is a new pickup. Kind of new pickup. She's 7 months old. 8 months old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. That's some big pickups then.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching this latest edition of the Collectors. Sorry the whole panel wasn't here. We'll get them next time. They had busy. They're busy guys. They had major stuff going on. Lots of deals, big deals happening. We'll get them all. We'll get them next time. We got big stuff coming.
Yeah, I know what Chris is doing.
It's important work. He's doing God's work.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. And but the next episode, it will be a big one. You have to tune in for that. In the meantime, there's lots of big stuff coming on this channel. Don't worry, lots more stuff happening, unboxings and music and all kinds of, you can't even imagine the stuff that's coming. It's just an avalanche of stuff. Watch out for that. So hit the subscribe, hit the like button. And you know what? I was hoping this would be a 7,000 subscriber show. We're like that close to being 7,000 subscribers on this channel.
Congratulations, man. That's awesome.
We're almost there. So hit the subscribe, hit the like. There's going to be fun stuff here. And don't forget to go check out my train travel log over on the other channel. You'll find, if you go to the main page of this channel, there's a posting that tells you where to go. So check that out. That's doing good too. You'll enjoy it. Matt, Bandy, thanks so much for coming back and joining us.
Yeah, it's great to see you guys again.
Yeah. Kevin, always a pleasure.
Yep, good times.
It's still snowing?
I imagine so.
Kevin's covered in snow. I'm covered in ice. So Matt Bandy's in the sunshine as usual.
Yeah.
All right. With that, thanks, guys. We'll see you next time. See ya. Bye.